Do you want to know how successful people start their new year? Brace yourselves as we delve into the unique habits of those who have climbed the ladder of success. These aren't exclusive to the elite, oh no. They are practical, achievable habits that anyone can incorporate into their lives. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a student, or someone looking for a fresh start, these habits can be your stepping stones to success. Stay tuned to discover these 8 habits that can transform your life. Successful people always start their new year by setting clear and achievable goals. It's like setting the course for a journey. Without a destination in mind, how can you know which direction to travel? The key to setting effective goals is to make them SMART. Specific. You need to know exactly what you're aiming for. Measurable. You need a way to track your progress. Achievable. Your goal should push you, but it shouldn't be so far out of reach that it demoralizes you. Relevant. Your goal should align with your overall life or career objectives. And finally, time-bound. Your goal needs a deadline, a point in time by which you aim to achieve it. Setting clear goals gives your life direction and purpose. It fuels your ambition and sharpens your focus. It's the first step on the path to success. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Successful people embrace change. That's the second habit we're delving into today. You see, the individuals who truly rise to the top have a unique perspective on change. Where most might see change as a threat, they see it as an opportunity. It's a chance to learn, to grow, to adapt, and to become even better than they were before. This isn't to say that change is always easy or comfortable. On the contrary, it often involves stepping outside of one's comfort zone. But successful people understand that comfort zones are not where growth happens. They are always ready to adapt to new circumstances and situations, no matter how challenging they might be. Change is a constant in our world. Technologies evolve, markets shift, new trends emerge. Regardless of the arena, successful people are not just surviving these changes, they are thriving in them. Why? Because they embrace change. Change is inevitable. Embrace it. Don't fear it. Successful people maintain a positive attitude. It's not just a cliché, it's a cornerstone of their success. You see, they understand that maintaining a positive outlook is more than just seeing the glass as half full. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than setbacks. It's looking at the rough patches and saying, this is where I will learn, this is where I will grow. They know that a positive attitude is like a beacon of light, guiding them through the darkest times. It's about not letting negativity cloud their vision, but instead, using it as a stepping stone towards their goals. They are aware that their mindset can be their biggest ally or their greatest enemy, and they choose to make it an ally. So, they choose positivity. They choose growth. They choose success. And that's the power of a positive attitude. It's not just about being happy, it's about turning the odds in your favor. Remember, a positive attitude can turn an obstacle into an opportunity. Successful people are committed to continuous learning. They understand that the journey to success is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's not about reaching a destination, but about constantly expanding one's horizons. Think about it like this. Successful individuals are like knowledge sponges, always thirsty for more. They're constantly seeking to improve themselves, to be better than they were yesterday. They read books, not just for pleasure, but to gain insights and wisdom. They attend seminars and workshops, not as mere obligations, but as opportunities to broaden their perspectives. Moreover, they take courses, not to add another certificate to their resume, but to acquire new skills and competencies. They never shy away from learning something new because they know that every bit of knowledge, every skill they acquire, can be a stepping stone towards their goals. And remember, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. You see, every day is a new chapter, a fresh opportunity to learn and grow, so embrace it. Successful people prioritize their health. This statement rings true for those who've made it to the top. They understand that good health is the foundation of all success. It's the engine that powers their ambition, and without it, their goals remain just out of reach. They recognize the importance of fueling their bodies with the right nutrients, making conscious choices to eat wholesome, balanced meals. It's not about being on a diet, it's about feeding the body what it needs to function at its best. They also know that exercise is not a chore, but a privilege. Regular physical activity is part of their routine as they understand that a strong body fosters a strong mind. It's about pushing their limits and stepping out of their comfort zones. And let's not forget the power of sleep. Quality rest is non-negotiable for these high achievers. They respect their bodies and know that adequate sleep is vital for recovery and rejuvenation. Health is wealth, take care of it. Successful people build strong relationships. It's not just a saying, but a reality that many successful individuals can attest to. They understand that relationships, both personal and professional, are not just about socializing or networking. They are about building bridges, forging connections, and creating mutual value. Consider the family ties and friendships that successful people nurture. They don't take these bonds for granted. Instead, they invest time and energy into maintaining them, recognizing the emotional support and stability these relationships provide. Now, let's turn our attention to the professional realm. Successful people network, yes, but they go a step further by building meaningful connections. They engage, interact, and create opportunities not just for themselves, but for others as well. They understand that enriching others' lives can also enrich their own. So remember this: relationships aren't just links, they're lifelines. They're the ties that bind us, the networks that support us, and the connections that move us forward. Relationships are the currency of success. Successful people practice gratitude. They understand that success is not just about financial gain or professional growth, but also about appreciating the journey and the people who have helped along the way. It's about recognizing the little wins, the everyday miracles, and the unassuming heroes who make life worthwhile. Successful people make it a habit to count their blessings, not their burdens. They understand that gratitude is like a magnet. The more grateful they are, the more they attract things to be grateful for. It's a cycle that keeps on giving. They also express their gratitude openly and often. A simple thank you goes a long way in strengthening relationships, fostering positivity, and building a supportive environment. Gratitude, after all, is not just a feeling but also an action. And remember, gratitude is not about comparing our lives with others, but about appreciating what we have. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Successful people pursue their passion. This is more than just a mantra. It's a way of life that turns the mundane into the extraordinary. They wake up each day not just to work, but to live their dreams. Imagine waking up every morning, not to the sound of an alarm, but to the call of your passion. This isn't a fairy tale, it's the reality for those who follow their heart and do what they truly love. Successful individuals understand that passion is the spark that ignites their potential. It's the force that drives them to push boundaries, overcome challenges, and create something meaningful. They don't just do what they love, they pour their heart, their soul, and their energy into it. They realize that passion isn't a hobby, it's a calling. It's the difference between living a life and leading a legacy. Remember, it's not just about making a living, it's about making a life. Passion fuels success. Now that you know the 8 habits of successful people as they start their new year, let's take a moment to recap. Setting clear goals, embracing change, maintaining a positive attitude, and continuous learning. Prioritizing health, building strong relationships, practicing gratitude, and pursuing passion. These are not just habits, they are stepping stones to success. I encourage you to implement these into your life. Remember, success is not a destination, but a journey. Make these habits a part of your journey. Here's to a successful new year.